Hello. So this application will allow you to create an expense report directly from a meeting, from calendar. So let's see how that is possible. For that, we need to first go to settings and we have to give the user rights to the particular user. So once I go to settings, I can go to manage users and then I can go to the user to whom I want to give the rights. If I click on the user, I can enable the generate expense setting. Once that is enabled, the user will be able to generate the expense directly from the meeting they have generated. Once that is done, I will go to calendar. Once my meeting is generated, I can always go to the meeting and edit the meeting. And I can click on the expense button directly from here to create an expense for this particular meeting. Or else I can also create a new meeting. I can click on it, I can edit the meeting, and I can create the expense from here itself. I can add the details that is required for the meeting call, and I can click on the expense button to create an expense related to this meeting. So here I can add the categories like communication, others, meals, gifts, mileage, travel, and accommodation. You can pick any one of them. You can add the quantity. I'm adding, let's say, 2 quantities here, and each quantity is 500. And I will create this. Or else, yes, I can also add the date here. So let's add the date. Sorry. Okay. Once I have added the details, I will create the expense. Once the expense report is created, you'll be able to see a smart button over here, which will indicate how many expenses are related to this particular meeting. I can click on that and I can open the expense that I just generated. From here, it is like the default expense flow. So I will click on this, and this is how my expense form will look like. Here I can add the category. We have the amount. We have the employee. We'll have the paid by option. Is it reimbursed or is it paid by the company? We have the expense date. We can also add the account related to that expense here, and you can also attach the receipt if you have any, and if you don't have any, you can leave that empty. Now let's create the expense report. So once I create on report, the expense will be created and it will be indicated in the expense line. You can see this is the expense line, the category, the description. You can see it is related to the meeting call, the meeting that you had, and you'll be able to see the amount here. And then you can further submit it to the manager. Once it goes to manager, the manager can approve that, and then you can post the journal entries as well, and you can also register the payment. So once you create the payment, you'll be able to see the journal entries. If I go to journal entry, I'll be able to see the journal entry of the particular expense that I just created. You have the invoice line here, you have the label, the account, the quantity, you have the journal items here, the accounts. You can have the other details here. If I go to expense report, I'll be able to see the expense report from here. And this is the expense from where the report was generated. This is the particular expense. And if I go to my meeting call again, I'll be able to see my expense. So let's go to my meeting call. And this is the particular expense related to this call. I can also create multiple expense for one single meeting. So this is the overall feature of how this application works, where you can create an expense report directly from the meeting and relate it to the meeting. I hope this video was helpful. If you liked the video, do not forget to click on the like button, and also do not forget to subscribe our channel for more Odoo related content. And also, yes, if you have any questions, please leave your questions in the comment section below and we are happy to help. We will get back to you with an answer. Until then, thank you.